Hello, gents. Sigma males are a rare breed operating in a world that often struggles to understand them. They're the men who navigate life on their own terms, leaving everyone around them intrigued, puzzled, and sometimes even uneasy. They don't fit into neat categories or conform to societal expectations, and that's exactly what makes them so captivating. Their actions, often misunderstood, reveal a depth and complexity that most people can't quite comprehend. These are the things they do that will never make sense to you, no matter how much you try to figure them out. Number 1. They can cut someone out of their lives impossibly quickly. When a Sigma male decides to cut someone out of his life, the process is swift and decisive. He doesn't hesitate or linger. It's as if he has an internal switch that flips instantly. One moment, someone might be a significant part of his world, and the next, they're completely gone. This drastic shift isn't impulsive. It's the result of a well-considered decision that aligns with his values and self-respect. The speed with which he makes this change often leaves others bewildered. While most people might agonize over relationships, weighing pros and cons or seeking closure, a Sigma male operates differently. He's not interested in prolonged drama or drawn-out goodbyes. For him, once trust is broken or respect is compromised, the relationship loses its value, and he acts with clear and unwavering resolve. This ability to cut ties so abruptly stems from his profound understanding of his own worth. He doesn't cling to relationships out of habit or fear of being alone. Instead, he values his peace and self-integrity above all else. If someone no longer aligns with his standards or brings negativity into his life, he won't hesitate to remove them from his circle. It's not about being harsh. It's about protecting his space and maintaining his emotional balance. To those left behind, this might seem cold or sudden, but for him, it's a matter of self-preservation and respect. He doesn't feel the need to explain his decision or seek validation from others. His actions speak volumes about his commitment to his own well-being and principles. The process is often quiet and final, leaving little room for debate or second chances. In the end, this decisiveness ensures that his life remains true to his values and free from unnecessary emotional baggage. Number 2. How Sigma males react when lied to. When a Sigma male is lied to, his reaction is both subtle and telling. He doesn't need to raise his voice or jump into a confrontation. Instead, he processes the betrayal with a quiet intensity that can be more unsettling than any outburst. The moment he detects a lie, he mentally and emotionally steps back, recalibrating his perception of the person who deceived him. It's as if he's drawing an invisible line that marks the point of no return. For him, lying is a serious breach of trust, something he doesn't easily overlook. His response isn't about immediate drama, but about a long-term adjustment in how he interacts with that person. He might not react publicly or demand an explanation, but internally, he's making decisions about the future of the relationship. He carefully assesses how the lie affects his view of the individual and how it alters his level of engagement with them. This quiet processing might make him seem distant or indifferent, but it's actually a sign of his emotional maturity and self-respect. He values honesty deeply and knows that once trust is broken, it's incredibly difficult to rebuild. He doesn't waste time dwelling on the betrayal or seeking apologies. Instead, he makes a mental note of it and adjusts his interactions accordingly. What's captivating about his response is the calm control he maintains while navigating the aftermath of the lie. He doesn't need to make a scene or seek revenge. His decisions are made with a level of discretion and self-assuredness that speaks to his inner strength. The person who lied might not fully grasp the gravity of the situation or the impact it's had, but for the Sigma male, the breach of trust is enough to warrant a significant change in how he handles the relationship. It's a quiet, powerful reminder that for him, integrity and authenticity are non-negotiable. Number 3. Leaving without a proper goodbye. When a Sigma male decides to leave, it's as if he's quietly disappearing into the night, leaving no trace behind. Unlike the dramatic farewells or drawn-out goodbyes that many are accustomed to, his departure is marked by a profound simplicity. He doesn't feel the need to make a scene or offer a lengthy explanation. Instead, he quietly exits, trusting that his absence will speak louder than words ever could. This approach can be perplexing to others who might expect closure or a heartfelt goodbye. But for a Sigma male, leaving is the result of careful consideration. When he's reached the point where he's ready to move on, he does so with deliberate finality. He understands that sometimes the best way to end a chapter is to simply close the book and walk away. There's no need to prolong the process with emotional farewells or attempts to justify his decision. His departure isn't about disregard, but rather a reflection of his respect for himself and the situation. He refuses to linger in a place where he no longer feels he belongs, or where his presence is undervalued. By leaving without fanfare, he preserves his dignity and avoids unnecessary conflict. This way, he maintains his emotional well-being and sidesteps the pitfalls of drawn-out goodbyes. What makes this approach so striking is its sheer effectiveness. The abruptness of his exit can leave those left behind questioning what went wrong, but it's precisely this uncertainty that drives home his point. He's moved on, and by doing so, he reinforces his boundaries and shows that his presence is not to be taken for granted. His departure is a powerful statement of self-respect and personal integrity, one that resonates far beyond the moment he leaves. Gents, if you're enjoying the video and finding it as fascinating as we do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more captivating content like this right to your feed. Number 4. Sigma. Male, navigate life like a chessboard. For a Sigma male, life is a strategic game where every move is carefully calculated. He's not just playing to win, he's playing to master the board. While others might get caught up in the moment, reacting to what's immediately in front of them, the Sigma male is already thinking several steps ahead. He's anticipating outcomes, foreseeing potential challenges, and preparing for contingencies long before they arise. To the casual observer, his decisions might seem strange or even perplexing because they're not privy to the bigger picture he's working with. But that's the beauty of how a Sigma male operates. He's always thinking beyond the present, aligning his actions with a long-term vision. Whether it's in his personal relationships, career, or day-to-day interactions, every choice is part of a larger strategy designed to keep him in control of his destiny. This approach gives him an edge, allowing him to navigate life's complexities with a level of foresight and precision that others might struggle to match. It's not about being detached or overly analytical. It's about understanding the game of life on a deeper level and playing it with a sense of purpose and clarity. To those who don't see the full extent of his plan, his moves might seem unconventional, but to the Sigma male, they are the most logical steps in a well-thought-out strategy. This strategic mindset is what sets him apart. He doesn't waste energy on moves that don't serve his end goals, and he's not easily swayed by the opinions of others who don't see the full board. For the Sigma male, life is a chessboard, and he's always a few moves ahead, thinking not just about the next step, but about the entire game. This foresight and calculated approach make him a formidable player in whatever arena he chooses to engage in, and it's why he often finds success where others see only challenges. At number 5, tactical reclusiveness. When a Sigma male retreats into periods of reclusiveness, it's not about avoidance or simply withdrawing from the world. These moments of solitude are often part of a carefully planned strategy. For him, reclusiveness isn't about disengaging. It's about stepping back to regroup, grow, and sharpen his skills. During these times, a Sigma male is deeply focused on personal development. He uses this quiet period to reflect on his experiences, assess his progress, and plan his next moves. It's a time for recalibration, where he hones his abilities, expands his knowledge, and strengthens his mental resilience. While others might see his retreat as a sign of isolation or detachment, it's actually a period of intense inner work. He's preparing himself for the challenges ahead, ensuring that when he re-emerges, he's more equipped, more refined, and more powerful. This tactical reclusiveness is a key part of his approach to life. He knows that growth often happens in silence, away from the distractions and noise of the outside world. What's captivating about this approach is its deliberate nature. The Sigma male doesn't disappear without purpose. His reclusiveness is a calculated move, a vital part of his overall strategy for success. He understands that true progress requires moments of stillness, where he can focus entirely on his own evolution. When he returns, it's with a renewed sense of clarity and a stronger foundation, ready to navigate the world with even greater precision. In this way, his periods of reclusiveness are far from random. They're a powerful tool in his arsenal, allowing him to maintain control over his life and his journey. It's a reminder that sometimes stepping back is the most strategic move you can make. And for the Sigma male, it's a move that pays off in ways that others might not immediately understand but can't help but respect. Number 6. Subversive humility. Sigma. Males practice a unique form of humility that turns conventional wisdom on its head. While the world often equates success with self-promotion and the need for recognition, Sigma males quietly excel without seeking acknowledgement. This is what makes their humility so subversive. It's a deliberate choice to let their actions speak for themselves rather than chasing after the spotlight. In a society that values boasting and constant self-advertisement, the Sigma male's approach is refreshingly counterintuitive. He doesn't feel the need to announce his achievements or bask in public praise. Instead, he focuses on mastering his craft, achieving his goals, and making an impact, all without drawing attention to himself. This isn't about shying away from recognition, but rather about redefining what true success looks like. To the Sigma male, success is personal. It's about reaching his own standards and living up to his own values, not about winning approval from others. He understands that real power comes from within, and that it's often the quiet, consistent efforts that lead to the most profound results. By excelling in silence, he subverts the traditional expectations of self-promotion and shows that humility can be a strength, not a weakness. This subversive humility is what sets Sigma males apart. It's not that they don't value their own achievements, they do, but they're more interested in the journey than the applause. They're driven by a deep, intrinsic motivation that doesn't rely on external validation. This allows them to operate with a sense of quiet confidence, knowing that their worth isn't tied to how much attention they receive. What's captivating about this approach is its subtlety and strength. The Sigma male doesn't need to be the loudest voice in the room to make an impact. He doesn't need to boast to prove his capabilities. Instead, he lets his actions, achievements, and the quality of his work do the talking. And in doing so, he often garners a deep, genuine respect from those who recognize the power of his quiet excellence. By inverting traditional expectations, the Sigma male not only redefines humility, but also demonstrates that true greatness doesn't need a stage, it simply needs a purpose. And in a world obsessed with visibility, his subversive humility is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most impactful people are the ones who don't need to be seen to be felt. Number 7. They cultivate anti-habit Sigma. Males have a unique way of keeping themselves sharp and adaptable. They cultivate what can be called anti-habits. While most people rely on routines to bring structure and comfort to their lives, Sigmas intentionally disrupt these routines to avoid becoming too predictable, even to themselves. For a Sigma male, the danger of routine is that it can lead to stagnation, where actions become automatic and the mind starts to dull. To combat this, they create anti-habits, conscious, deliberate actions that break the cycle of monotony. These might be small changes, like taking a different route to work, or larger shifts, like suddenly diving into a new project or hobby. The goal is to keep their minds agile, to continually challenge themselves, and to avoid falling into the trap of complacency. This practice of cultivating anti-habits is more than just a quirk. It's a strategic approach to personal growth. By constantly shaking things up, Sigma males ensure they remain adaptable, able to think on their feet and respond to new situations with clarity and creativity. It's about staying ahead of the curve, keeping their instincts sharp, and maintaining a sense of freshness in their lives. What makes this approach so captivating is its intentionality. While others might fall into routines and let their days blend into one another, Sigmas are actively resisting that pull. They understand that true growth happens outside of comfort zones, so they make a habit of stepping beyond what's familiar. This keeps them engaged with life, always learning, always evolving. The result is a mind that's always awake, always alert, and always ready for whatever comes next. Sigma males aren't just surviving, they're thriving, constantly pushing themselves to be better, smarter, and more adaptable. By cultivating anti-habits, they ensure that they're never caught off guard, and they maintain a level of mental agility that sets them apart. In a world where predictability can often lead to mediocrity, the Sigma male's commitment to anti-habits is a powerful statement of his desire to stay ahead of the game. It's a reminder that sometimes the best way to grow is to intentionally disrupt the status quo, to embrace the unknown, and to keep life as dynamic and engaging as possible. Number 8. Experimentation with identity. Sigma males are known for their unique approach to self-discovery, which involves constant experimentation with their identity. Unlike those who stick to a single path or persona, Sigma males are always exploring new aspects of themselves. They dive into different hobbies, adopt various lifestyles, and even try out new identities as a way to better understand who they are. To an outsider, this might look like a lack of commitment or direction. But for Sigma males, it's actually a deep and deliberate quest for self-understanding. They believe that to truly know themselves, they need to experience a wide range of possibilities. By stepping into different roles and exploring diverse interests, they gain insights into their true preferences, strengths, and values. This process of experimentation isn't about being indecisive, it's about embracing growth. Sigma males understand that identity isn't static, it evolves with experiences. So they actively seek out new experiences and perspectives to keep their self-concept dynamic and expanding. They're not afraid to reinvent themselves or change their path if it means getting closer to their authentic self. What's captivating about this approach is the courage it takes to explore so openly. It's not always easy to step into new roles or adopt different lifestyles, especially when it means leaving behind old habits or expectations. But Sigma males see this as a necessary part of their personal evolution. They're willing to face uncertainty and discomfort because they know it's all part of the journey to self-discovery. Through this ongoing experimentation, Sigma males continually refine their understanding of who they are and what they truly want. They don't just accept who they are, they actively shape it, making each new experience a step toward a more profound self-awareness. Their willingness to explore and experiment makes their journey of self-discovery both rich and rewarding, proving that true identity is not about sticking to one path, but about embracing the full spectrum of human experience. Exploring the unique behaviors of Sigma males reveals a portrait of remarkable independence and self-possession. Their swift cutoffs, nuanced reactions to dishonesty, and unceremonious exits from situations all reflect a deep commitment to their own values and emotional well-being. Their retreat into what might seem like monk mode, selfless acts of kindness, and apparent indifference aren't signs of detachment, but indicators of a profound, introspective strength. Sigma males' skepticism toward compliments and their strict privacy further highlight their focus on authenticity and personal integrity. These traits aren't just quirks. They're integral parts of a complex, self-reliant personality. They challenge conventional expectations and invite us to rethink how we view personal boundaries, self-worth, and genuine connections. Understanding these aspects of Sigma males offers a glimpse into a world where actions speak louder than words, and where personal authenticity reigns supreme. This exploration is a testament to the extraordinary nature of Sigma males, showcasing why their approach to life is as intriguing as it is powerful. Thanks, gents, for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye and stay blessed.